Chapter 3, Adventure Number 1. Mrs. Bunny set off to find her first adventure. Right away after she left, the subjects took immediate advantage of her absence. They had one party after another. Oh, what fun! They depleted their stored up food. They had so much rich food not usually allowed, such as radishes and mangoes and beer. They started to feel very, very sick. They missed Mrs. Bunny and were bickering and getting mad at each other. Meanwhile, Mrs. Bunny was off in search of her first adventure. She looked high and low, and finally, she halted in her tracks. What was that yummy, citrusy smell? She looked all around and thought she must be imagining this, until she finally looked straight up. Wow! Blood oranges and enough to feed her loyal subjects for at least a couple of months. How could she possibly get them down? She thought and thought and thought, and finally got tired and laid down, and still kept thinking. She kept thinking and then got kind of mad and thumped her back legs. Wow! A few oranges fell down. So she then thumped her back legs really hard. Yikes! Millions of oranges rained down upon her. Mrs. Bunny, you hit the jackpot. There were so many oranges she almost couldn't even carry them all back to her kingdom. Somehow she managed to carry them all back. Her subjects were so glad to see her, especially because they had eaten all the food in the realm. She wasn't mad, she just dosed them all with 5 tablespoons of Pepto-Bismol. The poop was pink for a week. Mrs. Bunny was so glad to be home, she treated herself to a banana that luckily she had hidden away before leaving on her first adventure. Woo! She ate the whole thing, then dosed herself with Pepto-Bismol. And that is the end of Mrs. Bunny's first adventure. I wonder what her next adventure will be. Are you wondering that? Come back for Chapter 4.